even testosterone though has such a tie-in to the brain and depression that people that take testosterone usually are less depressed, you know, have a better outlook on life, are more motivated, are actually nicer. So people think like people take testosterone and turn into assholes. It's kind of the opposite. They usually they usually become nicer and more generous. And there's a lot of things that are, you know, that testosterone can do that can really help society, you know, where people aren't such bad guys, you know, and when your testosterone's low, that's the people that are, you know, it's not that if your testosterone's low, you're going to be a troublemaker or an asshole, but your chances of being depressed are a lot higher. Right. And if you're depressed, you're not going to be very nice all the time, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I've always been interested in trying it again. I tried it once. And,
testosterone?
Yeah, I tried it once.
How old are you?
I'm 37.
37, yeah. So you're right about the age where like you should go get it checked, and if it's not,
I get it checked all the time. I get my blood work done at least twice a year.
And what's your testosterone at?
It bounces between the highest it's ever been is like 850, and the lowest it's ever been is like 600, I think.
Yeah. So yours is pretty good. And I'm saying like, I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to tell you to go on it or not.
Well, I did it for 3 months.
My recommendation is I think it's great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And I feel great when I'm on it. So it's like, that's just my recommendation. It's like, you're going to have to pull that card at some point.
Yeah.
So I
think so. Yeah.
Why not just pull it now?
Totally.
That's my thought, but I'm not telling you to do it.
No, I did it for 3 months, and I tried it, and I was like, you know, I want to see. I hear all these people talking about it, and I'm like, I think what really got me interested in was listening to Derek, More Plates, More Dates, and I was like, God, I gotta fucking try this. This sounds amazing. And,
at the same time, it's not the panacea of like, all of a sudden the whole world opens up to you. That's what I thought it was. Great.
That's what I thought it was gonna be.
Things just are a little bit easier.
Yeah, I didn't feel that. I didn't feel any difference. If anything, I felt more tired.
Yeah.
I felt more tired.
But that's the beauty of it, right? Because it's your choice, and just come off of it again.
Yeah, and I did. I just can't. I just stopped it, and I never noticed any kind of difference. You know, I felt probably better once I got off.
There's some new drugs that are going to be a little bit better, because even though, you know, I still hate needles, no matter how much, you know, whatever. So like, there's some new oral testosterone coming down the pipeline. That's supposed to be pretty good. Really? Yeah. So like, I just think it'll help compliance, you know, because it's hard to, testosterone's like, it's a pain in the ass. You got to keep injecting it.
But that's the safest way to do it though, right? Is the injecting, because you're injecting the exact same thing. Because people mess around with like the SARMs and stuff, and like antagonizing the you
know what's crazy? When I was in the best shape of my life, I was on a bunch of SARMs that I got from my friend, Dr. Tony Huge, who's not a doctor.
I know who that guy is.
Yeah. So Dr. Tony Huge gave me like, here's a box of SARMs. And I'm like, what do I do with them? And he's like, take one of these, take one of these, take one of these. And I did it. And like, I was fucking jacked and shredded. And I don't know, man. Like everybody's like, SARMs are, they're garbage. And given I wasn't doing my blood work. It might've been in the gutter. I'm not really sure. Because then after that, I had done SARMs. I did a SARM called RAD 140, and it plummeted my testosterone down to 51.
Wow.
And then I got back on TRT, and I've stayed on TRT since and not messed with SARMs. But I have to say the best shape I ever was in was on SARMs and not on anabolic steroids.
Interesting.
And that's just my own anecdotal.
I have a really good friend who I was trying to educate him about testosterone, and I was like, because he was like, he went through this like couple year phase where he just was like not interested in going out, not interested in doing any kind of like activities with anyone. He wasn't interested in chicks anymore. It didn't seem like he hadn't had a girlfriend in a couple of years. And I'm like, bro, you should get your blood work done. Figure out like what your testosterone level is. He's fucking huge stoner. He smokes weed all day, every day. Yeah. And he got his blood work done, and his testosterone was 50. Yeah. He's my age.
Yeah, that can happen.
And he got a testosterone. Now he's like back to normal. Now he's like got a girlfriend. He's like motivated again, and his like life changed.
Like when my testosterone was that low, I felt just terrible. Like I couldn't do anything. Couldn't function. You know?
Yeah, I can't imagine what that must feel like for some people. But like, you know, I mean, and it's prescribed in Europe, I think, for ADHD or ADD. It's prescribed for like normal things.
Yeah.
And
you know, what's interesting too is that they make it it's kind of like you had to jump through hoops to get testosterone.
Yeah.
So like I go to a telehealth clinic because it's easy.
Yeah.
So I have to go to a doctor at, like, for some reason, I've been on testosterone forever. Because I just moved to Texas, I have to go to a doctor and get a physical and send that physical to my telehealth person so that they can prescribe me testosterone, which I've been on forever.
Right.
It's like, why are you making it hard? You know, I think that's one of the problems with the healthcare industry is they make it hard to do anything.
Yeah.
Everything's impossible, you know, and it's like, if I want to get on a GLP-1 drug to drop a ton of weight, I don't have to get any blood work done. But for testosterone, I need blood work. It's like, I don't know why
you want to be safe, but it's like they make it so difficult to do it the proper way, which sucks.
They make it difficult because there is too much of a barrier to entry to most people because they just give up and they go, well, I don't. You know.
Yeah. And one of like the biggest fears with it is like, you know, is there any truth to some of these facts that like it can increase your arterial plaque, or it can increase heart disease, or it can shorten your lifespan?
There's really no evidence that at the levels of TRT, that it'll do anything negative.
Well, look at fucking, how old is Arnold? And he was doing like
80.
How much testosterone was he fucking doing in his teens and his early 20s? He was probably doing an insane amount. He's probably doing grams a week.
The drugs were different back then. They would take D-ball.
Yeah.
They would take a little bit. Again, though, go back to genetics. Arnold would still look awesome if he never took anything.
Yeah.
Like he'd still look.
Right.
He is a genetic freak.
Do you think he still takes it though now?
I'm sure he's taking testosterone now still. Yeah.
Even at this age?
Yeah.
In his 80s, you think he still takes it? Just probably a lower amount. Just to
I think he takes it. I know Stallone takes it.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know for a fact, but I mean,
that's, you know, the fact that those guys have made it to their 80s. And
yeah. I don't know for a fact that Stallone takes it, but I know he has been on it. And so they're like, again, what reason is there to go off if you're, you know, at that age? You know, I know Vince McMahon, he's got to be still on it.
Oh yeah.
You know? Yeah,
for sure. It's just, you know, it's a funny chemical, man. It's such a funny thing that like, what the fuck happened? Like why do we have this fucking weird chemical in our body that just makes us horny?
Yeah. And you know, and the other, it's
like,
sort
what
of
is
the male,
the purpose of it? Like
the
why,
male hormone.
Why do we have that? Like why, what part of nature is it? Just because is it an evolutionary process that just helps, like makes us want to reproduce and propagate our species? Like it seems like that's the benefit of it.
It's like a sliding scale, right? Because like men and women both have testosterone and estrogen. And so and
the higher the testosterone in the woman, the more horny she is.
Yeah. Our testosterone's high. And you know, it's funny because like we actually make products for that. Like when you're talking about like how horny a woman is, stenazanol, which is Winstrol, they actually make a formula of stenazanol that is like a rub, like a cream that a woman will rub on their clit, basically.
Really?
And it makes them really horny. And it's supposed to like heal relationships, from what I hear.
Wow.
Yeah, because like it'll just make the woman like really like aggressively horny.
Shit.
And you can get that at a compounding pharmacy, you know?
Wow.
But yeah, it's like there's levels of like, you know, a woman will have high estrogen, low testosterone, and a man is the opposite.
Yeah.
But if you give a woman just a little pinch of testosterone, a lot of times that gives them a lot of energy, makes them feel a lot better. So it's like the problem with women usually, and this is another reason for compounding pharmacies, the other reason is dosing. So if you ask your doctor, can you use a compounding pharmacy, and you're a woman and they give you testosterone, they can give you a more precise dose because they can make it for you. So they can, like, instead of you trying to draw out like one tiny little milliliter out of a bottle and taking too much and starting to grow hair places you don't want to, they make it more watered down, basically, or oiled down, so that you can take a bigger chunk of it and inject it so it's more normal. Yeah. You know, so it's more like the same way a man would take it. It's just that it's watered down so that you can measure it. You know, like sometimes things are just immeasurable, you know. Right. And you're like, did that even work? Did I even put it in myself? I don't even know.